Imagine you're in a cramped San Francisco co-working space, pacing as your phone buzzes nonstop. Your startup is about to launch its first MVP, but nobody's signing up. That annoying question punches in: how do you actually build something people want? Lean Analytics dives right in with that wrestle, turning noisy, confusing data into your startup's secret weapon. But what's the single metric that'll save you from wasting months building the wrong thing? Stick around, we're about to unravel just that. Figuring out which data point to obsess over feels like searching for a needle in a haystack. Everyone's drowning in numbers. But Lean Analytics teaches you to zero in on the single number that dictates your startup's fate. Spot Hero, an early-stage startup, was swimming in tons of data, but realized their growth stalled because they tracked everything except the right metric. They experimented and discovered the reservations per visitor rate predicted survival better than user signups or app downloads. That clarity helped them double user retention within 3 months. Imagine metrics as compasses in a foggy forest. Without one pointing true north, you wander aimlessly building features nobody needs. Lean Analytics insists you choose the metric that directly influences your business goal, whether revenue, churn, or engagement, and let that guide every move. Focusing on one metric isn't about ignoring data, but seeing the forest before the trees. When startups zoom out, they realize chasing vanity metrics wastes precious time. The insight, deep focus, reshapes decisions and turns confusion into a roadmap for growth, an unexpected shortcut that disrupts old-school product building. You have a killer idea, but are people really lining up to use it? Lean Analytics busts the myth of guessing your way to success. Validation is a non-negotiable first step, powered by cold, hard data. The book tells a brutal tale of a company launching a smart pillow with all the bells and whistles, only to find no one wanted to buy it. They hadn't tested their assumptions or tracked user behavior before scaling. Their dream turned into a warehouse full of unsold goods, crushing morale and funds. Lean Analytics borrows from Lean Startup's build, measure, learn loop, but adds rigor to each step. Build a small experiment, measure customer real behavior data, learn decisively. It's like running mini-science experiments, so you don't waste months building features no one needs. When startups face data that shatters their assumptions, the knee-jerk reaction is denial. But Lean Analytics teaches that pivots aren't failures, just evidence-based course corrections. Embracing that shift using tough numbers turns frustration into fuel and saves your business before it's too late. Every startup looks the same under the microscope, small, scrappy, hustling, but the data and decisions you need shift wildly depending on your stage. Lean Analytics maps this terrain so you don't wander blind. At the beginning, the founders of 280 Group focused entirely on understanding customer pain points in depth, not on flashy features or growth hacks. They interviewed dozens of users until the real problem was crystal clear, then built the simplest solution solving just that pain. Once you nail the problem and create a product that resonates, you hit product-market fit, where metrics like activation rate and retention become vital. It's like tuning a musical instrument. Small tweaks make all the difference between noise and melody in customer engagement. Later stages focus on scaling efficiently, reducing churn, optimizing revenue streams, and amplifying word of mouth. Lean Analytics shows startups how shifting their key metric at each stage means their data tells the right story and their actions domino towards sustainable growth. Remember that buzzing phone from our intro? By locking into your one metric that matters, validating with harsh real-world data, and aligning your approach with your stage, you stop building in the dark. Lean Analytics isn't just theory, it's your startup's flashlight. Try this tonight. Pick your startup's single most critical metric and obsess over it tomorrow. You'll be shocked how many decisions suddenly become crystal clear. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.